everyone, this is Rachel and I'm here with another process video. I'm once again narrating a video I took at a crop I went to back in the beginning of October. So I'm going to be working with a kit I put together. It is made up of some papers I got from Scraptastic. This is not a kit I bought from Scraptastic. It was just the paper pack for the other choice. I also added to it some L Studio Sunny Days, and I think there's some other things. Simple Stories, Sunshine, and Happiness. That's what the other one is. I don't know if I actually end up using any of that, but I know that's in it. So I've cut some pattern paper out, and now what I'm doing is the opposite side of that paper, and these are both exclusives from Scraptastic. I turned it over that navy side, and I used my Stampin' Up! Scallop border punch, and I'm edging that. It looks like confetti, or at least that's what it looks like to me, and I'm going to edge that whole piece with that. And I've taken it somewhere, but I don't know where. Oh, I had to pull it apart because I didn't put it on straight. Oh, sometimes I make myself laugh. Okay, so now that I've done that, I am moving this up because this is a kind of a different layout because I am doing a double page layout. I know, shocked, I am sure you are. So I do not normally do double page layouts. The reason I'm doing this one is this was just one day, and I'd already done, I've done like 4 layouts on this one day. So I had all of these, and yes, I could have made about 3 or 4 more layouts for it, but I just really didn't want to do 3 or 4 more layouts on it. So what I did instead was made a double page layout. And see, this is the type of reason I will actually make a double page layout, is if I actually have enough photos and I don't want to do multiple layouts about one event. So we went to Seaport, not Mystic Aquarium, and I had done a couple of layouts about a sale we took there, and breakfast we had before we went, and exploring. I think I did one more, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Oh, I think I did dinner the night before. But for the rest of these, I really wanted to just do one layout about all the activities that there were going on. And I'm going to do little mini journaling spots to kind of explain certain things. And so I end up using, let's see, 3 4x6 vertical horizontals, and I've misplaced one. Right now, that's what I was pointing to. I'm like, well, I've misplaced the 3rd photo that's right there. And then 3 3x4 horizontals, and then 1 4x6 vertical, and 2 3x4 verticals. So 9 photos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 photos. So I'm going to take the rest of that confetti piece of paper and use that on the other side. And then do the same thing with the opposite side of that paper. Scallop it with my Stampin' Up! Border punch and put it on the outer side. So I'm kind of bookending those navy pieces with the white pattern paper to kind of create almost like parentheticals around my entire layout, if that makes any sense to anyone besides me. So now that I've got those all laid down pretty much where I want them, and once again, because I was going to a crop, and like I've mentioned before in other videos, is that I like to make my own sketches before I go, just to save time at the crop to keep my momentum going. So I'm going to, I finally found my 3rd photo, which is a photo of the 3 of us. And I'm just going to trim that up because the photos were just slightly off the 12 by 12, no big deal, so I just trimmed off like the tiniest little bit at the bottom. And I'm going to put my title going vertically, and I'm going to use these light gray with a white polka dot, and those are Scraptastic exclusive, to spell out the word Seaport. And then I'm considering using these blue ones that are also Scraptastic exclusive to write the second part of my title, but I had just finished a layout where I'd had issues with my title length, and I was concerned that I wouldn't have enough room, so I decided to go with these skinnier ones. These are Fitzgerald, and they are in the teal color, and so I decided to do the rest of my title with that. So my entire title is Seaport Activities. This is going to be one where, as I've mentioned before, I'm going to do little label stickers for my journaling, but I'm also going to have my main journaling on the right hand side over by that vertical 4x6, and then I'm going to, for some of the photos, I wanted just a little more specific journaling about that photo, so I used a label sticker or a label die cut to go ahead and do that little bit of extra journaling. So now I'm moving over to my right-hand side page, and I'm getting all of my photos glued down. Now, once I get my photos glued down, I'm going to move on to my embellishing. Now, I'm using my T-square ruler with everything because I've got so many different size photos and starting at different points. I want to make sure they're all lined up, and normally I don't do this. Even with a grid design, I normally just use my T-square with my first one, but because I had so many photos, it was important to me to get them all lined up properly. All right, now I'm going through this die cut pack, and this is from Elle Studio Sunny Days. There's also, there was a cut apart 12x12 sheet, and I cut them apart and to use in a different layout, and so I just shoved what I'd cut apart into the die cut pack because I thought I would be able to use that. I would remember to use it more with that. So I'm just kind of placing things where I think I might be able to use them, some of the different labels for just some of the different photos, as I mentioned about the journaling, and I've got in the upper left-hand corner those two banners in that circular thing for one of my embellishment clusters. So what am I doing now? Oh, I'm just looking through the rest of the die cut pack, seeing if there's anything else I can do. I really liked this die cut pack, so I'm making sure I go through everything. All right, now I'm working on my journaling, the main block of journaling. As I've mentioned several times now, I am going to do some little individual journaling as well. I'm going to place that, as I said, to the right of that vertical 4x6, and right below it, I'm going to take this 2x2 cut apart. That's also from the Sunny Days collection, and it says, "Love this," because it did. It was a fabulous day. It was an incredibly hot day. I will not lie, it was one of those super hot days we had during the summer, but we managed to power through. We had a fabulous time. Luckily, they have some indoor activities as well, so we were able to go back and forth. Speaking of that, I'm writing some individual journaling for the middle 3x4 horizontal photo, the picture of me and my nephew. We had taken a sail and went inside their tavern and had some icy cold drinks. And it was an important part because if they did not have those inside parts for us to do, we would have had to leave a lot sooner than we actually did. So I get that placed down, and now I'm moving on to my absolute favorite thing I saw at the whole day. That center horizontal photo is a collection of hand-carved miniature mastheads that are exact replicas from shipping ships and sailing vessels from the mid-1800s. This retired Navy dude made them all using historical replications, and so he researched everything on them, and I just thought it was like the coolest thing. I was so excited to do that. All right, in the lower right-hand side, it's just a selfie we took, and then the upper right-hand side, we got to make some candles, and now I'm moving on to actual embellishment clusters, and I put down those banners along with that circle. I apologize if you hear my dog whining. She's being a bit of a baby. All right, now I'm going to move on to another cluster, and that's going to go on the bottom of the right-hand side of the paper, and I'm going to start off putting this little die-cut quote or words from the Sunny Days collection, and then I'm going to add to it that wood grain ampersand, which, oh, I love that wood grain ampersand. So, so cute. And then I'm going to add a heart, and these all come from the Elle Studio Sunny Days die cut pack. And now I'm going to add another bit of journaling to that far right-hand side lower one, and that was a replica of a schoolhouse from, I believe, the 1800s, and it was just really cool. They had one desk where you could sit so you could, like, experience what desks back then were, and my nephew went ahead and sat in it, so I took a picture of him in it. So once I get that down, I'm going to go ahead and start adding bits and bobs that are not flat die cut. I add a flare to that lower embellishment cluster, and then I'm going to also add, I believe, some wood veneer? I don't know. Hang on a second. Let's see. What do I grab? Oh, no. Enamel heart stickers. These are from Bella Boulevard, and they have that wonky shape that the ones from Elle Studio have. And as I said, we really, really love this day, so it was super awesome to be able to do this as well. And I'm so glad that they kind of match in shape, because they're not the perfect heart shape. They're kind of elongated, so I'm glad they match really well. And now I'm just kind of poking around, seeing what else might work, and I decide on these enamel dots. And these come from Hobby Lobby, and they are shades of teal. So I just add 2 in each of the embellishment clusters, and now I'm going to clean it up and show you guys some close-ups. That is it for me today. My dog is going crazy, so I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. And if you have any questions about anything, just let me know, and I will try to respond in another video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye!